This elephant will lead me to my sister. I must ask you to give her to me.
What if Peter does a series of impossible things? He gets the elephant.
It is my destiny.
I so thoroughly enjoyed getting to see this film. It was so fun to see the book come to life. Talk to me about what it meant for you to be a part of it.
Well, it's my first animation that I've ever done, so it was a completely new experience for me, and that was pretty cool. And yeah, I just loved seeing the behind the scenes of such a kind of beautiful project and it all come to life, because every time I would go into a recording session, which would be every few months, they would have new designs, new little scenes that they'd drawn out. They would have new kind of pictures of Peter to show me. So I really got to see kind of every step of the animation process, and it was great.
The book is beloved, and there's some fun parts that are added to it with the comical king and these 3 impossible tasks that need to be done so that he can find his sister. Talk to me a little bit about the premise of the story.
It's such a great story because it feels very kind of relevant nowadays, I guess, in the sense of just kind of it being a town where nothing excites anyone anymore. Everyone's seen everything. Everyone's kind of has a pessimistic view on life, and no one really believes in anything anymore because it's all been proven wrong, or there's no kind of magic anymore. And yet there, this kind of boy, young boy, still has hope that there is, and he's right, and there is still this tiny bit of magic left, and it creates this elephant that kind of creates this massive rift in this town and changes it, makes them all kind of believe again, which is beautiful and kind of what we all need right now.
I agree. I think it's so neat to see that one person's, can be a catalyst for hope, and that can spread, and you can just see how contagious it can be. One of my favorite lines was the idea of what if, and how can 2 words be so dangerous? Maybe talk a little bit about that concept. Like, what if you start dreaming?
They are incredibly powerful, and I think that those 2 words have started everything that we know today have been from someone asking what if, or like why does this happen, or what if we did this. And so I think bringing light back to those 2 words and realizing that we still have a lot more what ifs to ask in this world is very positive.
You mentioned it's your first animation, so I imagine you've played so many rich characters in the past, and that takes everything from your facial to, I'm talking with my hands right now. So when it came to actually voicing the character, how did you find the right voice, or what was the process like for you so that all of you could be come through a voice?
It was very interesting. I think that I kind of realized that I'm quite a lazy person. I have a fairly kind of flat voice normally. I'm like very subtle normally when I act. I don't like, I'm not very expressive, and for this I really had to find my expressive self and find the kind of range of my voice. I think it actually changed my voice because I started this when I was 15, so it kind of changed my voice as my voice was changing as I was growing. And it was just like finding that it was so physical. It's like when I would go and do it, I would be sweating by the end of it because I was so kind of pumped up and giving it my all. So yeah, completely different experience to how I normally work, but it was great.